After 50, your risk of heart attack is highest in the morning, and one common morning mistake quietly increases that risk every single day. Most people over 50 are doing it without realizing it, and over time, it can accelerate artery blockage faster than you think. If you're making this mistake, you need to stop today. Before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a simple, science-backed tip that can protect your heart and boost your energy after 50. If you're over 50 and want to stay active, feel stronger, and keep your heart in top shape, you're in the right place. We share quick, easy routines you can actually do at home. No fancy equipment, no long workouts. Now, let's talk about mornings, the time of day when your heart is actually at its most vulnerable, especially after 50. When you first wake up, your body isn't just stretching and yawning, it's firing up a chain reaction that can put extra strain on your heart. First, cortisol, your stress hormone, spikes sharply right after waking. This hormone is essential for energy and alertness, but in high amounts, it increases your heart rate and constricts blood vessels. Combine that with blood pressure rising rapidly in the morning, and suddenly your heart is working harder than at almost any other time of day. To make things trickier, your blood actually becomes slightly thicker in the morning. This is a natural process, but after 50, your arteries are less flexible, which makes it harder for your heart to pump this thicker blood efficiently. All of these factors together make early morning hours the time when heart attacks are most likely to happen. So, now that we understand why mornings can be risky, the big question is, what can you do to protect your heart and start the day safely? In the next part, I'll show you a simple 10-minute routine that helps your heart wake up gently, improves circulation, and lowers risk without putting extra stress on your body. As we start thinking about how to protect your heart, it's important to understand what actually changes inside your arteries after 50. These changes happen quietly, often without any symptoms, but they have a huge impact on your heart health. First, your artery walls naturally become stiffer as you age. When arteries lose their flexibility, your heart has to work harder to pump blood through your body. On top of that, plaque can build up silently along the artery walls over the years. You might not feel anything, but this buildup narrows your blood vessels and makes circulation less efficient. Another key factor is nitric oxide, a molecule your body produces that helps relax and widen blood vessels. After 50, your body produces less of it, which means your arteries can't dilate as easily, putting extra strain on your heart with every beat. At the same time, the endothelial cells that line your arteries, which are responsible for keeping your vessels healthy, start to function less effectively. And it doesn't stop there. Gradual inflammation increases inside your arteries, creating a subtle but persistent stress on your cardiovascular system. Over time, all of these changes combine, making your heart and blood vessels more vulnerable, especially if nothing is done to counteract them. Understanding these changes is crucial because once you know what's happening, you can take small, daily actions to protect your heart. In the next part, we'll go through a simple 10-minute routine that can help strengthen your arteries, improve circulation, and support overall heart health without any complicated workouts or extreme measures. Now that we understand how our arteries change after 50, it's time to talk about a common mistake many people make in the morning, one that can put your heart at risk without them even realizing it. The first mistake is jumping into sudden, intense physical activity immediately after waking. Your heart and arteries are still adjusting from the night, and going straight into a heavy workout or even brisk exercise can shock your system. After 50, this can be particularly risky because your arteries are stiffer and your blood pressure rises faster in the early hours. Another thing many people do is skip hydration. Overnight, your body loses water, and starting the day dehydrated thickens your blood slightly, making it harder for your heart to pump effectively. Even just a glass of water first thing can make a big difference. Many of us also dive straight into stress as soon as we wake up, scrolling through the phone, checking emails, or reading the news. This sudden mental stress spikes cortisol even higher, raising heart rate and blood pressure before your body has had a chance to wake up gently. On top of that, a high sodium or sugary breakfast can add even more strain. Processed cereals, pastries, or salty foods can further increase blood pressure and stress the cardiovascular system when it's already on high alert from waking up. Finally, most people ignore gradual warm-up. Even simple stretches or gentle movements in the first 10 minutes after waking can help your blood flow, relax your arteries, and prepare your heart for the day ahead. Skipping this step means your heart is forced to handle the day abruptly, which is exactly what we want to avoid. Understanding these mistakes is powerful because once you know them, you can replace risky habits with safer routines. In the next section, I'll guide you through a simple 10-minute morning routine designed specifically for people over 50, one that wakes up your heart gently, boosts circulation, and protects your heart every day. So, what happens actually inside your body when you make those morning mistakes, like jumping into activity too quickly, skipping water, or diving straight into stress? Let's break it down, because understanding this can make a huge difference in how you start your day. First, there's a sudden surge in blood pressure. Your heart is already working harder after waking, and adding intense activity or stress on top of that spikes blood pressure even further. This sudden surge forces your arteries to endure extra stress, which over time can weaken their walls. Speaking of arterial walls, this increased stress isn't harmless. Stiffer arteries combined with abrupt pressure changes strain the vascular system, making it less able to handle everyday blood flow efficiently. This is especially significant after 50, when artery flexibility has already declined. At the same time, your blood's tendency to clot rises slightly in the early morning. While clotting is a natural protective mechanism, when combined with thicker blood from dehydration or stress, it increases the risk of blockages in critical vessels. Oxygen flow to your muscles and organs also becomes less efficient. Your heart has to pump against stiffer arteries and higher pressure, which slows circulation just when your body needs oxygen the most. Over time, this can contribute to fatigue, reduced energy, and even strain on your heart. Finally, there's another hidden risk: plaque instability. If plaque has built up silently in your arteries, these sudden surges in blood pressure and arterial stress can increase the chance of plaque rupturing, which can trigger serious events like heart attacks. It's subtle, but these seemingly small morning habits can have a big impact. Knowing what happens inside your body is crucial because it makes the solution clear. You don't need complicated routines or extreme measures. You just need a gentle, structured way to wake up your heart safely. In the next part, I'll guide you through a 10-minute morning routine designed for people over 50, one that wakes up your heart gently, boosts circulation, and protects your heart every day. Now, all of this becomes even more critical if you have certain health conditions. The risks we've talked about, sudden blood pressure surges, arterial stress, thicker blood, and plaque instability, are amplified in people with existing conditions. For example, if you have high blood pressure, your arteries are already under constant strain. Adding sudden morning spikes can push your cardiovascular system closer to dangerous levels, making your heart work much harder than it should. If you have diabetes, your blood vessels are more vulnerable to damage from high sugar levels, which can accelerate the stiffening of your arteries and increase inflammation. This makes the early morning period even riskier. High cholesterol is another factor that can silently worsen these morning risks. Plaque buildup from excess cholesterol can narrow arteries, and combined with sudden pressure changes, it increases the likelihood of blockages or plaque rupture. Obesity also plays a significant role. Carrying extra weight means your heart has to work harder all the time, and abrupt morning stress or activity can overload your system quickly. Finally, a family history of heart disease is a strong indicator that your cardiovascular system may be more sensitive to these risks. Even if you feel healthy now, genetics can make you more prone to heart events if the right precautions aren't taken. Understanding these factors is important because it shows that prevention is not just about avoiding mistakes, it's about actively supporting your heart every single morning. In the next part, I'll guide you through a 10-minute routine designed specifically to lower these risks, strengthen your heart, and prepare your body for the day safely, even if you have one or more of these conditions. Even if you're taking care of yourself, it's important to know the warning signs that your arteries are under stress, signals that something inside your cardiovascular system isn't functioning optimally. One common sign is morning chest tightness. If your heart is struggling to cope with the increased blood pressure and arterial stress right after waking, you might feel a subtle pressure or tightness in your chest. It's easy to ignore, but it's your body telling you to slow down and pay attention. Shortness of breath is another important signal. Even small activities like walking from your bedroom to the kitchen can feel more exhausting than usual if your arteries are stiff and circulation is compromised. Your muscles aren't getting oxygen efficiently, which makes even minimal effort feel tiring. Lightheadedness in the morning can also occur. When blood pressure spikes suddenly, or if your body is dehydrated after sleep, your brain may not get enough oxygen quickly enough. This can leave you feeling dizzy or unsteady. Sudden fatigue is a subtle but significant warning. If you notice that you're unusually tired first thing in the morning or that your energy drops quickly after minor activity, it's often a sign that your cardiovascular system is under strain.
Finally, a rapid heart rate after minimal effort, like climbing a short flight of stairs or even getting out of bed quickly, is another sign that your heart is working overtime. Your arteries may not be able to accommodate blood flow efficiently, forcing your heart to beat faster to compensate. Recognizing these signs early is crucial because it gives you the chance to make simple but effective changes. In the next section, I'll walk you through a 10-minute morning routine designed to reduce these risks, improve circulation, and support your heart safely, even if you notice some of these warning signals. So now that we know the risks and warning signs, let's talk about what you should do instead. A safer morning routine that helps wake up your heart gently and keeps your arteries protected. First, wake up slowly. Give your body a minute or two to adjust after sleep. Avoid jumping out of bed immediately. Even small movements like stretching your arms overhead or gently rolling your shoulders signal your heart to start working gradually rather than all at once. Next, drink a glass of water. Overnight, your body loses fluids, which makes your blood slightly thicker and harder to pump. Hydrating first thing in the morning helps thin the blood just enough to reduce strain on your heart and improve circulation. After that, move into gentle mobility. Gently roll your shoulders, stretch your arms overhead, and rotate your neck slowly. Move your legs a little, maybe pointing and flexing your feet while lying in bed. These simple motions get blood circulating and signal your arteries to begin relaxing and expanding naturally, which makes your heart's job much easier. Then spend 2 to 3 minutes on deep breathing. Slow, controlled breaths help calm your nervous system, lower morning cortisol spikes, and improve oxygen exchange. This simple step can reduce stress on your arteries and help you feel energized instead of rushed or anxious. Finally, increase activity gradually. Instead of jumping straight into high-intensity exercise or stressful tasks, start with light walking or simple household movements. Gradually building up activity allows your heart, arteries, and circulation to adjust safely, reducing the risk of sudden spikes in blood pressure or heart strain. By following these steps, you're giving your heart and arteries a gentle wake-up call instead of a shock. Over time, this safer routine can strengthen your heart, improve blood flow, and lower the risk of serious events, all without complicated exercises or long workouts. In the next part, I'll show you a full 10-minute morning routine that puts all these steps together, step by step, so you can follow it easily and protect your heart every single day. Now, let's put everything into action with a simple 5-minute protection routine that helps your heart wake up safely and prepares your body for the day. These 5 minutes can make a huge difference, especially after 50. Start with hydration. As soon as you wake up, drink a glass of water. This helps thin your blood slightly, rehydrates your body after a night of sleep, and gives your heart an easier start. Think of it as priming your system so everything else flows more smoothly. Next, move into light mobility. Gently roll your shoulders, stretch your arms overhead, and rotate your neck slowly. Move your legs a little, maybe pointing and flexing your feet while lying in bed. These simple motions get blood circulating and signal your arteries to begin relaxing and expanding naturally, which makes your heart's job much easier. After your gentle movements, spend a couple of minutes on calm, deep breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose. Hold briefly, then exhale fully. Focus on relaxing your body with each breath. This not only lowers stress hormones like cortisol, but also improves oxygen flow and helps regulate your blood pressure before you start any activity. Avoid immediate stress during this time. Don't grab your phone, check emails, or dive into the news yet. Give your mind a chance to wake up just like your body. This reduces early morning spikes in heart rate and blood pressure, letting your cardiovascular system ease into the day safely. Finally, delay any intense exercise or heavy activity for a few minutes. Instead, use this time to gradually transition into movement, like walking slowly around your home, doing light household chores, or continuing gentle stretches. This ensures your heart and arteries are ready for higher intensity without sudden strain. By following these 5 simple steps, you're giving your heart a protective, gentle start. Even just a few minutes every morning can improve circulation, reduce stress on your arteries, and lower the risk of heart-related events, all without complicated workouts or extreme routines. Next, we'll look at how to expand this into a full 10-minute morning routine that combines these protective steps with slightly more movement for optimal heart health, still safe, simple, and perfect for people over 50. While these routines and precautions are incredibly helpful, it's equally important to know when your heart is telling you it needs professional attention. Ignoring persistent warning signs can be dangerous, so paying attention to your body is key. If you experience recurring morning discomfort, like chest tightness, unusual shortness of breath, or sudden fatigue, don't dismiss it as normal aging. Your heart may be signaling that it's under stress, and a doctor can help identify the cause before it becomes serious. Blood pressure that's consistently high, especially in the mornings, is another clear warning. Even if you feel fine, elevated readings can strain your arteries and heart over time. Regular monitoring and professional guidance can help you manage it safely. If you have a family history of heart disease and notice symptoms like dizziness, rapid heartbeat, or unusual fatigue, it's even more critical to seek medical advice. Genetics can increase your risk, and early intervention is often life-saving. Anyone who has had a previous heart event, such as a heart attack or angina, should be especially careful. Morning routines should always be adapted with your doctor's guidance to ensure your heart isn't being overstressed. Finally, if you've had abnormal ECG readings, high cholesterol levels, or other cardiovascular concerns flagged in tests, consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your routine. Tailoring your morning habits to your individual heart health ensures that your daily efforts truly protect and strengthen your cardiovascular system. Remember, prevention is powerful, but early detection and professional care are irreplaceable. By combining safe daily habits with timely medical guidance, you give your heart the best possible chance to stay strong and healthy long after 50. Finally, let's talk about why even small, consistent changes in your morning routine can have a huge impact on your heart health over the long term. You don't need drastic measures or complicated workouts, just simple habits repeated every day. One major benefit is improved artery flexibility. Gentle stretching, deep breathing, and gradual movement help your arteries stay more elastic, which reduces strain on your heart and makes it easier for blood to flow efficiently throughout your body. These small changes also help lower blood pressure spikes in the morning. By waking up your body gently, hydrating, and avoiding sudden stress or intense activity, you prevent sudden surges that can damage your arteries over time. Reducing clot risk is another important advantage. Proper hydration, light movement, and gradual warm-ups make it less likely for your blood to thicken or clot, protecting your heart from blockages or other cardiovascular events. Better circulation comes naturally from these habits as well. When blood flows smoothly and oxygen reaches your muscles and organs efficiently, you'll feel more energized, alert, and ready for the day, and your heart doesn't have to work overtime just to keep up. Finally, all of this adds up to greater heart efficiency. Your heart learns to pump blood more effectively, your arteries stay healthier longer, and your overall cardiovascular system becomes more resilient. Over weeks and months, these small daily efforts translate into meaningful protection and a lower risk of serious events. The key takeaway is simple. It's not about huge changes. It's about consistent, mindful actions every morning. Even 10 minutes a day can make your heart stronger, your circulation better, and your risk much lower, giving you more energy, confidence, and peace of mind as you move through life after 50. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment for a reality check. Heart disease often develops silently over decades. Many people feel perfectly fine, but changes in arteries, blood pressure, and circulation are happening quietly, building risk over time. The good news is that small habits compound over years. A few minutes each morning spent hydrating, stretching, breathing, and moving gently may seem minor, but repeated daily, these actions add up to significant protection for your heart. Morning hours are especially critical after 50. This is when your heart is naturally under more stress due to cortisol spikes, higher blood pressure, and thicker blood. By approaching these hours thoughtfully, you can dramatically lower your risk. Prevention is almost always easier than recovery. Once damage occurs, it can be difficult to reverse, but making consistent, safe changes to your routine gives your heart the best chance to stay strong for years to come. The most empowering part? Even one habit change can shift your risk curve. Starting small with just a glass of water, a few minutes of stretching, or calm breathing can set the tone for a safer, healthier day, and over time, a healthier heart. Remember, every morning is an opportunity to protect your most vital organ. Take these few minutes seriously, and your heart will thank you for decades to come. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss another simple, science-backed tip to protect your heart after 50. Share this with a parent, spouse, or friend because prevention is always easier than recovery, and everyone deserves a stronger, healthier heart. Comment below and let me know which part of this routine you're going to start with tomorrow morning. Even small steps make a difference, and sharing your progress can inspire others to take care of their heart too. Remember, your heart is your lifeline. Give it the care it deserves every single day. A few mindful minutes each morning can change your health trajectory for years to come.